It's 8 o'clock in Ypres. The last post is played, as it is every night. The haunting, mournful notes speaking of sorrow and loss, bridging 80 years, honoring the men who gave their lives in the fields of Flanders in the First World War.
The people of Ypres try to remember all the soldiers died in the First War, well, all the Commonwealth, let's say not English, the Commonwealth. Ypres said we must do something for them, and started with the last post committee, and they started in the summer from 28. Up to 40 were stopped by the Germans, and then 44, 6th of September, they started again after the liberation of the Polish division, up to now. It never stopped.
People from all over the world, young and old, come to see the battlefields of the Great War, come to try to see what the dying saw, to walk along trenches that are still like so many deep wounds, a place where young men no longer inherited the earth, but where the earth inherited them.
I've been coming for about 30 years, and when I came here at one time, I could count the British cars, and coaches were practically non-existent. And you waved to the British cars when you seen them, and now you see Dutch cars, and German cars, and British cars, and Dutch buses, and British buses. The interest is certainly coming much, much more than it was.
This group came by coach from Britain, came to these torn fields, to this place of questions and terrible answers. In a 4-day tour, they will visit several of the 260 Commonwealth cemeteries scattered over the Flemish and French countryside. Visit those cemeteries and try to come to terms with what happened here. Try to get some closure, as they say at the end of this blood-dimmed century of ours. One way they'll do that will be to take part in the various commemorations which are held almost continuously in the area. Take part even if they haven't come here specifically to visit the grave of a family member or a relative.
I bought one today to put on the grave of an unknown soldier because they get neglected by people at home. People come to family and friends, and the unknown ones. So I thought I'd find one that said an unknown soldier and put it on to remember.
Here in the sucking mud of Flanders fields, civilization trekked into the abyss, into the 9th circle of hell. The Germans attacked with chlorine gas. 60,000 Allied soldiers died, choked, drowned, as under a green sea. Allied counterattacks claimed an equal number of German lives. 45,000 men are buried here, row on row, battalions and battalions, the unreturning army that was youth, the legions who suffered and are dust.
I came with my girlfriend's parents because they wanted to come, and during the 3 days that I've been here, I've learned an awful lot. The enormity of what happened here is very difficult to grasp and to take in and absorb.
I thought it would be a good idea if my dad came and saw his dad's grave. I mean, he's 83 now. He hasn't got many more opportunities, so that's what we did.
I found out where the grave was and came over 2 years ago, so I've decided to make it a pilgrimage at least every 2 years.
A little ceremony is held, just for the people who joined the tour, this time to commemorate those who were shot at dawn, 2 very young deserters. They were led to death, blindfolded and alone. 80 years on, there are second thoughts about what was done to them.
The people that were actually shot for desertion, in a lot of cases they were suffering from shell shock. And I think these people in particular should, if there ever is a pardon, I think these people should be taken into consideration. But obviously people that were shot for murder, well, you know, there can be no comeback on that. I mean, they must remain as shot at Dawns and no recriminations on it. I mean, but these poor fellas, I think somebody ought to look into it and think about it.
The battlefield tour moves on to France, another scene of barbaric fighting. Commemorations are held for the Canadians who joined the Allied attack at the Somme. In the 4.5 months that battle raged, 1,200,000 human lives were lost.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember.
There is undoubtedly, as you say, a lot of interest in uncovering what your grandfather did and where he fought. And as the years go on, so the names become more familiar, Fricourt or Constal-Mazur or, you know, the Battle of the Somme or whatever. And they all mean so much more to so many people. And so people will come and see where their grandfather not just died, but where he actually fought. I think it's very important.
This lady came all the way from Australia to attend the commemorations of the Battle of the Somme and to find an important name on the wall.
My late father, Arthur Whitbread. He was a member of the Duke of Wellington's regiment. He was killed on the Somme on the 2nd of September 1916. I was just 2 years old.
And so they come to the place that was the end of the world for a generation of young men, to see for themselves, to remember, to pay tribute. Hearing and honoring across the years the soldiers' cry, "If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields."